Oh, okay, turn it off. No, we're going to wait till the end. Thanks. All right, so here we go. Now, normally, and last time we did it, we had variables on the same side, correct? So we did what the sign told us to do. Now they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. Now that means we need to move them. We're not combining, we're moving. So on number 1, I want you to tell me how you think we would move that 6M over there with the 8M.
Add 5 and 1.
Well, let's start with our 6M. Let's move our variables first.
You add.
Okay, Bronson. Nope. You subtract it. Because you have to. You also have gum in your mouth, Reggie. Alright, so, Natalie, I know what you were trying to say. You were wanting to move the constants first. But in this one, and you can do it either way, we're going to move our variable first. You can't add them because they're on opposite sides. So, you remember last time we had them where they were on the same side, like this one. And so we added them because they were together, right? So now we have where there's this equal sign in between them. So we would subtract 5 to move it over here, correct? Because we got to move it. So since it's a positive 6M, we're going to subtract 6M. And what's 8M minus 6M? Now we bring everything else down with it. Now, tell me again why we subtracted 6M? Because it's a positive and you have to do what? It does make it balance, yep. Because we subtracted 6M here and here. So that's on opposite sides of the equal sign, right? So we still subtracted. I know. All right, now how would we move that plus 5?
You subtract.
Yep. From both sides. Why did we not subtract the 5 from the 2M?
Because it doesn't have a variable.
Yep. So we bring down our 2M. And what's 1 minus 5?
Oh, that's -4.
-4. And what's our last step? Divide by 2. So what's your answer?
-2.
All right, do we have any questions on that problem? Because if you do, speak now. I'll let you finish writing and then we're going to walk back through the steps. All right, so the first thing, yes. Okay, so Kimberly had a great question. She said, how do you know that you subtract 5 and not 1? Now, we could start this problem multiple ways, but we decided to start by subtracting our 6M and moving it over here with the 8M. Okay? So that left with 2M plus 5 equals 1. Now, we're trying to get the variable by itself, correct? So we need to move that plus 5 away. How do we move that plus 5 away? We subtract it, and that's what we did. Now, if we subtracted the 1, that would just get everything on the same side, and we don't need everything on the same side. We need it on opposite sides so that we can get the variable by itself. So we first subtracted 6M because it's positive to move it over here with the 8. Then we subtracted 5 because it's positive to move it over here with the 1 because they want to be best friends. And then we divided by 2 because we need to get M by itself. Now, why did we divide right here instead of multiply?
Because you have to do division.
You have to do division. Why? Because it's 2 times M, and it's the opposite of multiplication. Very good. All right, can you guys try number 2 without me? All right, follow the same steps that we just did. Work on number 2 without me. Number 2. So be quiet so you can see what you did. What'd you do first? Tell us what you did.
I subtract 4 from
4C.
4C from 8.
Put a C on those.
No, but really.
Please. No, I have to really use this one. It's on Reggie's.
Sit.
Miss Asbury, you like
I don't remember. Maybe that's the next.
Oh, it does. Sorry,
Except for
So it's not an emergency. You want to fix your hair. No, you want to fix your hair.
do you have a calculator? Did I need?
Negative 16.
Yeah, no, that'd be enough.
Oh my gosh. So write your answer out to the side.
I did. It's right there.
All right, negative 4. Can you guys try number 3 without me, or do you want to do that one together?
Did you say -4? That's a positive.
Oh, it should be negative.
Hey, did you see if we get bonus points for correcting people?
You have to correct me, not her.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Gum. All right, here we go. Number 3.
What color?
B. Put a B on that.
Put the B next to
Yes, you have to put the B next to it. Because we're not moving 8, we're moving 8B.
That is that's a negative 14.
Yep. All right. Do we agree or disagree?
Agree. What?
All right, 4, 5, and 6 is your homework. You may go ahead and start on it now, and I will be happy to check it for you to make sure you got it right.
Miss Asbury, do you want to check mine?
Yes, you have to start on it.